안녕하세요. 그때그DJ입니다. 누군가의 오래된 여름처럼 마음에 천천히 머무기를 바랍니다. 오늘도 들어주셔서 감사합니다.
The harbor wore a coat of gold as evening settled on the bay. Fishing boats returned in silence, leaving silver lines behind their wake. A distant bell crossed through the air, above the roofs and narrow streets, while seagulls traced forgotten circles over waters calm and deep. You stood beside the weathered rail, with both hands wrapped around a cup. The breeze moved gently through your hair as city lights began to wake up. No promises were spoken there, no grand confessions filled the sky, only quiet understanding in the softness of your eyes. The last light at the harbor stayed a little longer than the day, painting every passing moment in shades that would not fade away. And though the evening slowly drifted toward another midnight tide, that peaceful glow remained forever somewhere deep inside. The streets grew dim beyond the pier, window lamps began to shine, small reflections danced upon the water like memories crossing time. A radio from somewhere far away played a melody unknown, yet somehow every note it carried felt like coming home. Years may wander through the seasons, changing roads we used to know, but certain evenings keep returning with a quiet, steady glow. Not through photographs or letters, not through words we try to save, only through the gentle feeling that some moments never leave. The last light at the harbor stayed long after darkness filled the shore, resting softly on the water like a dream worth waiting The harbor slept beneath the moon. The waves moved slowly through the night. And somewhere in the silent distance lingered one last trace of light. Morning settled on the avenue with pale sunlight across the stone. People wandered through the market square, each carrying stories of their own. The scent of coffee filled the room, while newspapers lay folded nearby. Outside, the city slowly opened beneath a clear and quiet sky. A wooden chair beside the glass waited near the corner wall. Tiny shadows crossed the tabletops as leaves began to gently fall. A waitress hummed a melody, almost hidden in the sound of cups and plates and distant footsteps moving softly all around. A table near the window stayed, watching every hour pass by, holding fragments of forgotten days beneath the changing sky. Simple moments gathered there without asking for a name, and somehow every passing season never looked the same. Afternoons arrived with golden light, stretching slowly through the room. Conversations drifted like the breeze, carrying laughter through the bloom. Beyond the glass, umbrellas moved along the narrow cobbled lane, while reflections painted fleeting pictures across the window pane. Time continues without warning, turning pages one by one. Yet certain places keep a warmth long after days are done. Not because they hold great secrets or memories carved in stone, only because they offered comfort when whenever someone felt alone. A table near the window stayed through summer rain and winter snow, keeping traces of familiar faces from so very long ago. And every time a quiet evening finds its way into my mind, that little corner by the glass is never far behind. The lights grew soft across the street. The city glowed beyond the frame. And somewhere near the window's silence, the world felt calm again. Morning gathered by the coastline, with silver waves beneath the sky. Seabirds floated through the distance, where the ocean met the light. Wooden boats were gently swaying near a weathered harbor wall, while the scent of salt and seaweed moved softly through it all. A narrow pathway crossed the dunes, covered by the coastal grass. Footprints faded with the tide, leaving no trace where they had passed. Children chased the rolling water, far beyond the scattered stones. Laughter drifted with the sea breeze across the shore alone. Along the quiet shore I wandered, through a calm and endless blue, listening to waves repeating stories carried by the moon. Every current seemed to whisper through the sunlight and the foam, and for a while the world around me felt remarkably like home. Small cafes faced the promenade, beneath awnings gently worn. Tables waited by the windows, welcoming another dawn. Bicycles rested near the corner, beside flowers in the sand, while distant music crossed the water from somewhere further inland. Many seasons touched the shoreline, changing colors every year, yet the sea remained because it keeps the answers, or remembers every name, only because its quiet rhythm always feels the same. Along the quiet shore I wandered as the afternoon grew gold, watching sunlight paint reflections across the water's folds. And though the day would soon be ending with the fading of the light, the sea remained within my thoughts long after came the night. Evening settled on the coastline, the horizon slowly dimmed, and somewhere beyond the darkening water, a distant lantern glimmered. The shoreline looked much quieter than it had a year before. Summer chairs were stacked away beside the weather-beaten shore. Clouds drifted over distant waters where the fishing boats had gone, and the afternoon moved slowly like an old familiar song. A wooden boardwalk crossed the dunes toward the edge of fading light. The grasses bowed beneath the wind along the path beside the tide. Footprints disappeared behind me as the waves reclaimed the sand, leaving only scattered echoes of moments time could never plan. Our names in the ocean breeze carried farther than the sea, through the salt and through the sunlight, across forgotten memories. Though the tide erased the shoreline and the seasons rearranged the view, something stayed within the wind long after summer flew. A lighthouse stood beyond the cliffs, watching over changing years. Its lantern crossed the evening water like a keeper of old dreams. Far away a bell was ringing from a harbor out of sight, while the horizon gathered colors at the edge of coming night. Many voices fade with distance, many roads become unknown, yet certain feelings keep returning where the heart once felt at home. Not through photographs or letters, not through promises once made, only through a passing breeze on an ordinary day. Our names in the ocean breeze still wander through the air, touching places left behind with quiet patience and care. And whenever waves meet twilight beneath a slowly darkening blue, the wind returns across the water, carrying traces of you. The evening settled on the coastline. The sea reflected fading gold, and somewhere in the ocean breeze a story still unfolded.
The evening settled on the coastline with fading colors in the west. The sea reflected traces of gold
Upon its slowly darkening chest,
Street lights appeared along the harbor,
one by one beside the bay,
while distant vessels crossed the horizon
at the ending of the day.
The road behind grew indistinct
Beyond the reach of memory's hand,
Towns and stations, cafes and shorelines
blended softly with the land.
Yet certain moments stayed unbroken,
Like lanterns shining through the years,
neither touched by passing seasons
nor diminished by the tears. Still driving through my mind,
like a highway without end,
crossing fields of recollection,
around each forgotten bend.
every sunset, every shoreline,
Every melody once known
continues through the quiet spaces long after they are gone.
A photograph inside a drawer,
An old cafe beside the sea,
the sound of rain against a window,
a tune carried by a distant breeze.
none of them have disappeared.
Though decades quietly moved on,
They remain within the landscape
of a place where they belong.
The map
Is folded on the dashboard, yet the story carries on
through the harbors and the highways,
long after the road is gone.
every chapter leaves a trace,
In the landscape left behind,
turning quietly into echoes
that travel through the mind. Still driving through my mind,
beneath an endless twilight blue,
past the harbors and the avenue,
where familiar seasons grew.
and whenever night grows silent,
Beyond the rooftops and the rain,
that distant road begins unfolding once again.
the stars appeared above the water,
The city lights became aglow,
And somewhere past the edge of darkness,
the journey continued slow. Not ahead, not behind, still driving through my mind. Daybreak settled on the shoreline, painting silver on the waves. Fishing boats were crossing slowly toward the harbor they had left. Clouds were opening above the water with pale colors drifting through, while the coastline stretched before me beneath a sky completely new. The road curved gently by the ocean, past the dunes and scattered pines. Seagulls moved above the current, tracing patterns through the light. Windows carried traces of the dawn across the dashboard and the wheel, and every mile along the shoreline made the morning feel more real. The road beside the morning sea led beyond the rising day, through quiet towns and open distances where the horizon slipped away. Nothing hurried in that moment, nothing asked to be explained, only waves and passing sunlight moving through the lane. Lighthouse watched across the water, standing where the cliffs began. Its weathered stones held silent stories written long before my hands. Small cafes prepared for visitors, opening doors toward the square, while bicycles crossed narrow pathways through the fresh and salty air. Like footprints carried by the tide, yet certain roads remain within us long after we leave them behind. Not because they promised answers or revealed some hidden view, only because they gave a feeling, pure and simple, strong and true. The road beside the morning sea continued far beyond my sight, through fields of gold and distant villages beneath the growing light. And though another day awaited, past the places I would roam, something in that endless shoreline already felt like home. The waves continued toward the harbor, the sky grew brighter overhead, and somewhere on the winding coastline, a new chapter quietly began.
잠시 숨을 고르는 시간입니다. 이제 조금 더 깊은 추억 속으로 들어가 볼까요?
eyes have wandered down the road, past countless towns and changing skies. Photographs grew softly faded inside forgotten drawers with time. Seasons painted different colors across the places once well known, yet certain afternoons remain untouched like gardens never overgrown. The old cinema near the river now stands quiet in the rain. Its posters long since disappeared along the weathered window frame. Still I remember crowded evenings when the streets were filled with light, and every conversation seemed to last far beyond the night. Still young in my memories, walking through those summer streets, beneath the glow of distant lanterns, where laughter felt complete. Though calendars kept turning pages and years moved steadily along, somewhere in the heart of yesterday those moments still belong. The seaside town has changed its shape. New buildings rise beside the shore, yet waves continue telling stories like they always did before. A cafe by the harbor corner remains open after dark, its windows holding traces of countless journeys left their mark. Old movie tickets in a drawer, a handwritten note gone pale, tiny pieces of another lifetime hidden in a paper trail. Sometimes an ordinary sunset across a quiet avenue brings back all those distant summers, clearer than they used to be. Still young in my memories, crossing roads beneath the blue, watching clouds above the coastline with nothing urgent left to do. And whenever twilight settles on the rooftops of my mind, those golden years continue shining, untouched by time. The evening slowly filled the harbor, the sea reflected silver light, and somewhere deep within remembrance, the summer remained bright. The city rested in the darkness, beneath a sky of fading stars. Street lamps shimmered on the river like scattered lanterns from afar. The night had grown remarkably quiet beyond the cafes and the square. Only distant wheels upon the avenue moved softly through the air. An old piano filled the silence from somewhere down a narrow lane. Its melody drifted through the rooftops like a whisper carried by the rain. Window curtains swayed gently above the sleeping boulevard, while the moon traced silver pathways across forgotten courtyards. The last song before sunrise floated through the fading night, holding fragments of the darkness before the coming light. Every note became a memory, appear from the corners of the mind. The station waited in the distance for the first departures of the day. Newspapers arrived in bundles while shadows slowly slipped away. A bakery opened near the corner, releasing warmth into the dawn as pale colors touched the skyline where another morning formed. Some melodies continue traveling long after they have reached an end, not through echoes left behind them, but through places they have been. Certain songs become companions through the years and changing skies, returning without invitation whenever silence arrives. The last song before sunrise stayed a little longer than the night, moving through the waking city with gentle grace and light. And when the morning finally entered through the windows of the day, that quiet tune remained beside me, though the darkness slipped away. The stars surrendered to the daylight, the moon withdrew beyond the blue, and somewhere in the growing morning, the final melody still moves. Steam was rising from the kitchen, mixing with the morning air outside. The streets remained deserted, wrapped in silence everywhere. Porcelain resting on the table caught reflections from a lamp. Golden circles crossed the surface like footsteps through a fading path. The clock moved slowly toward the daylight, yet nobody seemed in a rush. Only quiet conversations hidden underneath the hush. Coffee cups before sunrise, holding warmth against the cold, gathering fragments of the evening before another day unfolds. Every sip contained a feeling too gentle for a hurried name, like a page not yet completed, waiting for its place. Beside the window lay untouched upon a chair, while pale colors reached the rooftops through the thinning midnight air. Far beyond the sleeping city, morning waded out of sight, drawing silver through the horizon at the edge of night. Some hours pass unnoticed, vanishing without a trace, yet others leave a quiet imprint time cannot erase. Not because they changed the future or altered what would be, only because they offered stillness in a restless century. Coffee cups before sunrise, watching darkness slowly fade, welcoming the first appearance of another day.
peaceful hour remained inside me, bright and clear. The sky turned softly into silver, the lamps surrendered to the dawn, and somewhere in the fading shadows the longest night was gone. The season slowly turned its pages beyond the gardens and the shore. Leaves were gathering on the pathways outside familiar wooden doors. The afternoons became much shorter than they used to be before. Yet something warm remained unbroken, like sunlight resting on the floor. A quiet town beneath the hillside prepared itself for colder days. Market stalls and painted windows shimmered in a softer haze. People hurried through the avenues, wrapped in coats against the air. Still a certain kind of brightness seemed to linger everywhere. Summer stayed in your eyes long after the days had gone, like the glow upon the horizon after the setting sun. Every glance carried a memory, neither fading nor confined, as if an endless golden season had settled there in time. Rain arrived on distant rooftops, tapping gently through the night. Street lamps painted pools of amber across the pavement wet with light. Inside cafes beside the river, conversations drifted low, while reflections crossed the windows like scenes from long ago. Many years may alter landscapes, many roads may disappear, yet some moments keep returning whenever certain faces appear. Not because they ask to linger or refuse to drift away, only because they hold a feeling words could never fully say. Summer stayed in your eyes through every season past. sky. And whenever autumn wandered through the places left behind, that golden light remained untouched within my mind. The leaves continued falling slowly. The river moved beneath the bridge, and somewhere in the growing twilight, summer quietly lived.
The avenue stretched through the darkness, beneath a sky of fading blue. Traffic lights changed in the distance for travelers passing through. Storefront signs were slowly dimming, one by one along the street, while distant engines echoed softly beneath the summer heat. A cool breeze entered through the window, carrying scents of rain and stone. Empty sidewalks drifted onward through neighborhoods half asleep and gone. A late cafe remained illuminated beyond a corner traffic lane, its quiet glow reflected gently across the windshield stained by rain. Windows down after midnight, the city moving slow and wide. Every road became a story waiting somewhere in the night. No destination seemed important, no hurried reason to arrive, only the rhythm of the highway and the feeling of being alive. Bridges crossed above the river, casting shadows on the stream. Apartment towers stood like lanterns, shining through a drifting dream. Far away, a train was moving toward another sleeping town. It scattered lights across the darkness like stars descending to the ground. Many journeys leave no record, many miles dissolve with time, yet certain roads remain within us long after we leave them behind. Not because of where they carried or the places that appeared, only because they held a moment when everything felt clear. Windows down after midnight, the skyline fading from the view, streetlights drawing golden pathways across the darkness, passing through. And though the dawn was slowly waiting beyond the eastern edge of night, the road continued through the silence beneath the city lights. Morning rested on the horizon, still hidden far beyond the gray, while the highway kept unfolding toward another day.
station clock was running slow. Above the platform painted gold, travelers move through fading light, carrying bags against the cold. Vendors close their wooden stands, newspapers fluttered in the breeze. Far beyond the waiting tracks, the evening rested in the trees. A whistle echoed through the yard, across the rails and iron lines. Orange clouds were drifting softly through the edges of the sky. Someone waved a last farewell, someone smiled before goodbye, while shadows gathered on the pavement beneath the lanterns coming alive. The train left at sunset, rolling toward the darkening hills, leaving quiet trails of memory beyond the windowsills. Golden colors slowly vanished from the rooftops and the square, yet something from that fleeting moment continued lingering there. Small reflections crossed the glass as distant villages appeared. Rows of lights along the valleys, shining through the evening air. Inside the carriage people rested, wrapped in thoughts they never shared, while the rhythm of the railway moved gently everywhere. Many roads may lead us onward, many days may disappear, still some journeys stay beside us long beyond a single year. Not because of where they ended or the miles that came between, only because a certain evening felt exactly as it seemed. The train left at sunset beneath the slowly deepening blue, carrying countless silent stories across a changing view. And whenever twilight settles over streets I wander through, I still hear those distant wheels moving softly through the dusk. The station lights grew smaller, the countryside turned dark and still. Far beyond the sleeping horizon, the journey carried on.
Beside the sea, clouds were drifting toward the harbor beyond the distant cedar trees. A gentle wind crossed through my jacket as the shoreline curved away. Then something hidden in my pocket found its place within my hand that day.
eyes had begun to soften, the colors worn by passing years. Yet every line remained familiar through forgotten hopes and tears. A crowded square beside a fountain, summer light upon the stone. Faces gathered in a moment that once had felt like home. The photograph inside my pocket carried more than paper could, holding fragments of an evening preserved inside the wood and dust. Though the years had traveled onward through every season, every mile, one small picture kept returning with its quiet, timeless smile. Street musicians fill the distance somewhere near a market lane. Their melodies crossed open windows like a softly falling rain. Children chased the fading daylight through the shadows of the square, while lanterns slowly woke above them in the cooling evening air. Certain memories never vanish, even when the details fade. Not because we try to hold them or refuse the changes made. Sometimes they arrive unspoken like a familiar song once known, finding us within a moment when we thought we stood alone. The photograph inside my pocket stayed beside me through the years, not as proof of what was lost, nor as a keeper of old fears, but as a gentle reminder of days the heart once understood, when the world appeared much smaller and life felt quietly good. The sea grew dark beyond the shoreline. The last horizon colors dimmed and folded safely in my pocket. The photograph remained. Traffic lights changed without an audience. Empty avenues stretched ahead, while the song continued drifting through the places people left. A voice across the midnight air traveled farther than the sound, reaching corners of remembrance hidden deep and rarely found. Through grand declarations, nor through words designed to stay, only through a simple melody that carried yesterday. Window curtains moved with shadows beneath the glow of distant signs. Clouds wandered over sleeping rooftops, crossing slowly through the night. Somewhere far beyond the river, a ferry crossed the darkened bay, its lantern drawing golden pathways upon the
its waves. Many evenings disappear completely without leaving any trace. Yet certain songs remain beside us long after time has changed. Perhaps they hold a piece of living too gentle to explain, waiting quietly for a moment to return again. A voice across the midnight air moved gently through the fading hours, touching places left forgotten like rain upon a flower. And when the city greeted morning with another waking day, that melody still lingered softly, though the night had slipped away. The final broadcast faded slowly beyond the rooftops and the sky. Yet somewhere in the quiet darkness, the song remained alive. The dashboard glowed in shades of amber as evening settled on the road. Fields and rooftops slipped behind me beneath the fading afterglow. Telephone wires crossed the horizon like lines drawn across the sky, while distant headlights moved like fireflies in the deepening twilight. The air was cool beyond the window, carrying scents of earth and rain. Small reflections drifted softly across the glass beside the lane. Then a melody appeared from somewhere through the radio, a familiar tune from years ago that only memory seemed to know. Radio playing our song through the quiet of the night, turning ordinary miles into something warm and bright. Every note reopened doorways time had carefully concealed, and the road became a picture of moments still revealed. Streetlights gathered near the river, painting gold upon the stream. A ferry crossed beneath the bridge like a scene from an old dream. Shadows moved along the storefronts where cafes welcomed evening guests, while the melody continued onward through the silence left unspoken. Late transmissions through the darkness, crossing rooftops far away, finding listeners and dreamers at the closing of the day. Somewhere beyond sleeping windows, past the glow of distant signs, a melody keeps moving softly through
forgotten nights. Radio playing our song
across the dark and open land,
following the winding highway
like a gentle guiding hand.
And though the station slowly faded
Beyond the reach of midnight skies,
that melody remained beside me
long after the night rolled by.
The road stretched toward the distance,
The stars appeared above the blue,
and somewhere through the quiet darkness,
the song
continued through.
stretched beyond the hills, where evening gathered in the west.
Clouds were painted shades of amber
above the fields now laid to rest.
Small towns rested by the roadside,
their windows glowing one by one,
while distant mountains held the last light of another setting sun.
Old signposts stood beside the pavement,
weathered by the passing years.
Names of places once familiar
still quietly appeared.
Every mile carried reflections
from journeys taken long ago,
like pages turning in a novel.
Only memory seemed to know.
The road
never really ended,
though the map had reached
its line. It continued through remembrance
and the corners of the mind.
Every sunset left a pathway
leading somewhere out of sight,
beyond the final destination, into another light.
The ocean faded in the distance
as the countryside grew wide.
Rows of lanterns marked the valleys
beneath the darkening sky.
A train crossed far beyond the river,
Its windows glowing in the blue, like a moving constellation, traveling quietly through. Beyond the hills and fading mileposts, past the fields of amber grain,
certain pathways keep unfolding like a gentle summer rain.
every turn becomes a doorway,
Every skyline tells a tale,
carried onward through the seasons by a wandering trail. The road never really ended,
past the towns and fading signs.
it remained with
horizons intertwine.
And whenever twilight settles
Across another evening sky,
I can still feel that distant highway rolling softly through my life. Night arrived beyond the valley.
the stars awakened one
By one, and somewhere past the sleeping darkness, the journey carried on.
The coastline opened with the morning. Beyond the curve of painted hills, waves were dancing in the sunlight along the shore, completely still. A weathered road beside the water led toward a distant harbor town, where colorful umbrellas gathered beneath a sky without a cloud. The radio carried gentle melodies through the warmth of afternoon. Open windows welcomed sea air as the day drifted into June. Bicycles crossed the seaside avenue. Children laughed beyond the square. Every corner seemed to shimmer with a brightness in the air. Driving through our old summer along familiar coastal lines, every mile became a doorway back to another time. Golden afternoons returned again, across the sea and through the blue, like pages waiting patiently to be remembered anew. The boardwalk stretched beside the ocean, past cafes and market stalls. Flower boxes lined the windows of houses standing bright and small. A ferry moved beyond the bay toward the fading edge of sight, while distant church bells crossed the water through the calm and gentle light. Boardwalk shadows near the water, flower stalls beside the square, seaside mornings full of color, floating lightly through the air. Every corner held a picture, every street a passing scene, like a film that keeps returning whenever autumn leans. Driving through our old summer, with the horizon drawing near, every wave and every shoreline still felt remarkably clear. And though the road kept moving onward toward another evening sky, that season traveled beside me like a quiet lullaby. The sun descended toward the water. The harbor welcomed evening's glow, and somewhere in the fading distance, the summer continued to flow. Dancing softly on the sea, white umbrellas line the shoreline beneath the warmth of summer's breeze. Children ran along the water, leaving footprints in the sand, while distant music drifted lightly across the bay and through the land. The striped awning shaded tables near a cafe painted blue. The scent of citrus filled the air as sailboats crossed the open view. Laughter floated through the harbor like a melody set free, turning ordinary moments into something memory would keep. You smiled like July, bright and easy in the light, like sunshine resting on the water at the height of summertime. Every passing hour seemed golden, every shadow felt less far, and the world became a little warmer wherever you were. Bicycles rolled through quiet streets decorated with flowers and stone. Open windows welcomed music from houses standing close to home. The day moved gently toward the evening, yet nobody seemed concerned, as if the sky itself had promised that the sunlight would return. Some seasons leave without a warning, taking colors from the trees, yet certain days remain untouched by distance years or changing seas. Not because they lasted longer than the moments that passed by, only because they carried joy, simple as the summer sky. You smiled like July, warm and bright above the shore, like a scene held safely somewhere. The heart returns to evermore, and though the years keep moving onward, beyond the roads and passing tides, that summer still remains unbroken, somewhere deep inside. The evening settled on the coastline, golden light began to fade, yet the warmth of that bright summer never truly went away.
긴 시간 함께 해주셔서 감사합니다. 건강히 지내시다 다음 영상에서도 만나요. 지금까지 그때 그 DJ였습니다.